going on, Jerome's? So obviously it is early in the 2024 season, but also 3 games ain't 2 and 3 games ain't 1. Not saying, I'm just saying. But so far, so good for Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. And the offense is looking really damn good. His leadership, the culture that he and Kwesi have built have been phenomenal. And on both sides of the ball, big time respect for Flores on defense, coach hat on teams. And Kevin O'Connell's offense has just looked sublime so far. A couple major wins against the 49ers and the Texans. Take that show on the road this Sunday against the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Put the bang thing in Lambeau, and we'll be good to go, man. But, of course, like we said, it is very early, but it's never too early for a couple of jelly beans. So as of right now, Kevin O'Connell is the 2024 NFL Coach of the Year favorite. This is from Sharp Football. Most betting markets, O'Connell's looking at plus 325, so 3.25 to 1. Now, just because you're the favorite doesn't mean that's a good spot to be in. Now, I did get O'Connell at much longer yards before the start of the season, much longer odds before the start of the season. Yards too, sure. But if you look at the chart, so this is after week 3 action. Mike McDonald up there at plus 55 or plus 550. So, 5.5 to 1. Harbaugh is plus 900. Same thing with Tomlin with the 3-0 Steelers. Whatever. They're just going to give it to LaFleur because he actually had Malik Willis looking good for a hot second. Hey, what about Kevin O'Connell and the pass shot last year? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Or, hey, how about having Nick Mullins average 400 yards a game? How about that? Quinn with the Commanders, I kind of like that. Robert Salah and the Jets starting to get ish together. Canlis and the Panthers. Is that just because of one freaking Andy Dalton win? Coach of the Year? Please. Wasn't he hired to be the quarterback whisperer for Bryce Young? These odds are stupid. Dennis Allen and the Saints, they had 2 good games. Yeah. And then D'Amico and the Texans. I mean, Texans are still a good team. They just ran into a buzzsaw with the Vikings. So here's saying, like, Coach of the Year is never like who is the best coach. Otherwise, Andy Reid's not even listed on here, and you could still make a good case that Reid is still a top dog in the National Football League. But it's always about who's doing the most with the least, or who is surprising. Right? That's basically what happens. But right now, Kevin O'Connell shoe in for Coach of the Year. And looking at the resume, so like we said, it's early. Tranquillo. But Vikings 3-0, 2 quality wins. The offense is third in points scored with 85. Defensively, they're second in points allowed, only giving up 30. Now, you could say, yes, that's Flores, but O'Connell gets credit as the head coach. And plus, I do love that O'Connell is involved in the defense more than you would expect. Like, he is the head coach of the whole team, but he does that without stepping on Flores' toes, which is a balancing act for a head coach. I respect what Kevin O'Connell and Flores have done here. They moved on from Kirk Cousins, and remember, everyone and their mom saying like, "Oh, Kurt is gone. Oh, the Vikings are going to be last in the NFC North. Oh, the Vikings are on the clock for the number 1 pick." And they're doing this to Sam Darnold. Now, Sam Darnold's always had the talent. He just never had the environment to succeed, and now it's shocking. It's shocking the news writers. Plus, you do see the New York bias in this because, like Stephen A. Smith, the ESPN Get Up crew, like basically every sports media outlet based in New York, for years they got hammered in Sam Darnold sucks because he can't win with the Jets. Basically, every quarterback sucks in, right? So that's why they're shocked. And that's why it's been sort of slow to turn around with the national media with slinging Sam Darnold. But he's got Sam Darnold playing like an MVP comeback player of the year candidate. So respect there. In terms of Vikings awards, the last Vikings head coach to win Coach of the Year was Bud Grant in 1969. Now, this from the AP voting. There's several outlets that do Coach of the Year, but AP is the Coach of the Year voting of note. And it's kind of shocking because, Denny in 1998 went to Dan Reeves. Zimmer in 2017 went to Sean McVay. So, like I said, Coach of the Year, it's never about like who is the best coach. Because if you look, like Belichick's only won a couple of times, Andy Reid's only won a couple of times, and you can make a good case that they're in their day they were tier 1, right? But it's always who does the most with the least and who surprises. That's the parameters for Coach of the Year. So Stefanski won in 2023 as well as 2020. Daboll with the Giants in 2022. Now, this is supposed to be a regular season award, but don't tell me that wild card didn't just play just a smidgen in it. So, hey, I mean, Don Shell Don Shell should get 10% of Daniel Jones' contract, and also Daboll owes him a little something for a coach of the year. Vrabel, the Titans, they got fired. Harbaugh with the Ravens back in the day. Harbaugh's had a good run too. Like, Harbaugh and Tomlin should be all opinion. Tomlin's never won. Wow. That's really shocking to me. Matt Nagy, a.k.a. fake-ass Brad Childress with the Bears. That was a double doink season, wasn't it? McVay in 2017, like we said. Garrett, Rivera, B.A., I love the B.A. won twice in 3 years because he had that interim season with the Colts when Chuck Pagano had cancer, and then B.A. showing up with the Cardinals were really damn good for a stretch with Ron Rivera, Bruce Arians, and Carson Palmer and those crew. Calais Campbell back in the day. Let's go, man. Jim Harbaugh, Marvin, Mike Smith. It's like a who's who. Sean Payton 2006. At least it wasn't 2009. Also, could you say Childress should have won 2009? Whatever. No. Marty Ball, rest in power. Andy Reid last one in 2002. I mean, Andy Reid's, again, I understand it's a regular season award, but it's not like the Chiefs have been bad in the regular season as of late. They won 3 Super Bowls. I don't know, man. I don't know. But what does this mean right now? Absolutely nothing. But the Vikings clearly on a good path, and the offense is humming along. The culture is fantastic, and the vibes are immaculate with this freaking team. And this continues. I do think that Kevin O'Connell is a very strong contender for 2024 Coach of the Year. But 1 week at a time. That's right, baby. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kevin O'Connell listed as the front runner for Coach of the Year honors. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.